Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. My name's Hillary, and today is part of a monthly crystal video where I work with a crystal for an entire month, and then I tell you about my experience, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I learned, all that. So for May, I chose Malachite. So I was a little worried. If you remember from my garden quartz video, which a lot of you really liked, I was surprised how many people liked that video. I started working with Malachite earlier in the month because I needed to stop working with garden quartz earlier. Go watch that video to see why. So so I didn't mess up my timeline. I still worked with Malachite the full month of May too, so it's probably been like 5-6 weeks that I've been working with Malachite, and it's been an experience. So the reason I chose Malachite is because I want to. I bought a big collection from somebody. I think it's been almost a year now. Really close. I think it was summer. And there's a lot of crystals in there that when we finally get a house, I need to know where I can put them to display them. And know that, where I can put them that's not going to affect stuff. Or if like selenite. I know for a fact I cannot have selenite beside my bedside. So I need to know, can Malachite go there? Can all these other crystals go there? I need to know these things so that when I go to unpack them, I know where I can display my crystals and how it affects me and stuff like that. And there is a lot of Malachite in that collection. I'll put the video here. It's a lot of small pieces, and there's a few carvings. And then there's also Malachite mixed with chrysocolla, and that's called Malacolla. So there's a lot of Malachite in that collection. So I need to know where I can and can't put it. I'm excited. Malachite is so pretty, and all the little swirlies. It's surprisingly one of the most people fake it a lot, and this piece you can't. This is the piece I carried, the small piece, because Malachite's heavy, and so I didn't want a heavy. These aren't very big, but they're heavy, so I carried this little piece. And see this piece. If you look at Malachite, it's got all these swirlies and stuff like that. That's usually how you can tell a piece is real. This piece, I know it's real, because another thing is you can feel the weight. But a lot of the faked Malachite it kind of looks like this piece, but I know this piece is real. There are some swirliness, so maybe not. I guess right there is what I was looking at. But this is a real piece, but it's just so small that it's gonna look. You're not gonna have as much swirly, but it's heavy. So, I now know that where I can put Malachite once I can unpack it. We'll start with protection, because that's what Malachite is used mostly for, is protection. It's a strong protector crystal. It's got very strong protective properties. It absorbs negativity and pollutants from your body and the environment, wards off nightmares and illness. Now, I will say, well, technically I got sick before I started carrying it, but it took me a long time to get over that sickness. like coughing and hard to breathe and all that. So I didn't do that. It's also, let's see, where am I? It protects you from accidents and physical danger. It's especially good protector stone for children. Gives you strength to break through negative patterns. It clear absorbed bad energy. I felt it was very similar to my black tourmaline, but also a little different. Now, I did leave my black tourmaline behind a couple days just to see if I could tell a difference. And I felt like the black tourmaline is stronger for me. And I think that's mostly because I've bonded with black tourmaline for so many years that's my protection crystal. So that doesn't mean it's not going to be stronger for everyone. Malachite could feel stronger to other people over black tourmaline too, so that's just kind of a personal thing. But well, okay, let me keep going, and then let me keep going with the protections thing. So Malachite is also considered a guardian stone for travelers. Helps overcome fear of flying and jet lag. I have a piece of malachite. It's a small piece, even smaller than this, in my travel bag and in a pendant. All right, sorry, air conditioner kicked on. What was I saying? Oh, for travel. So I do carry a piece. Not so much because I'm afraid of flying. I'm afraid of getting lost in airports. So I feel like the malachite helps with all that craziness. I am curious about the jet lag thing. Not for the traveling part. I once heard that if you had a hard time with daylight savings time changes, if they mess with you and you have a hard time adjusting to them, that you should do whatever you do to recover from jet lag. I am going to remember this fall because it takes me a week or more to recover from a time change. It'd just be nice if they got rid of the time change altogether, but you know. I like using it for travel as part of my travel crystals. I give it, how do I want to explain this? So my black tourmaline is my like day-to-day, everyday protection crystal. I always have a small piece of black tourmaline with me. I carry other black tourmaline pieces for traveling, like setting up in the four corners of a motel room or whatever, or by the door. I've got black tourmaline by our door, our front door. When we get a house, I'll have it by whatever door people come in and out of. So that is my day-to-day protection crystal. Malachite, I don't know how to explain this. How do I want? It covers the extra stuff that you need protection from. Okay, so the black tourmaline focuses on my day-to-day stuff. You know, my normal, everyday, keeping the bad energy away from me. That's what the black tourmaline does. Malachite, while traveling, to me, and even I noticed this while carrying this piece this month, a little over a month, it takes care of the extra stuff, like the stuff that comes up while traveling, whether it's driving somewhere, flying, getting through the airport without getting lost. So I feel like, for me, black tourmaline takes care of the day-to-day protection, and the malachite steps in and takes care of the extra stuff that's not in a normal day-to-day thing. Does that make sense? It's hard to explain. That's one of the hard things about these videos is I know what I'm saying in my head, but explaining it to all of you it's hard. All right, let's move on to the next one. So, Malachite also helps boost magical power of spell work or divination. I didn't do much spell work during May. I had to take another air conditioner break. So anyway, I didn't do much spell work. It took me a while for the garden quartz weight to let up. If you watch that video, you remember I said that when I was carrying the garden quartz, it felt heavy to me. Not as in weight like the malachite, but just like I was carrying around a backpack. A heavy backpack. And it took a while for that to get off me, and so I didn't really do much work. But I did do some divination stuff. I started working with charms, and I love charms. Now, I did some more work with my pendulums, and with both of those, I got some really fun and good readings. I think it definitely helped with the figuring out the charms and connecting to them. And like I said, I've got some pretty accurate pulls from those. And the charms to me, it's more like an encouraging message when I use the charms. Oops. And it's just, I don't know, it's different than any other form of divination I've ever used. Let's see, what else? Malachite can be used as an antidepressant against everyday blues. It balances out highs and lows as it returns you to your plane of positivity and optimism. Helps with understanding and guilt. Maybe. I had a lot going on in me. Like I said, I got sick and I had some other health stuff going on. There's some drama in my garden. I haven't gardened in a long time, and I tried a new, I think I've talked about it before, some self-watering stuff, and then we had massive record-breaking amounts of rain in April and a little bit into May, and I'm dealing with a lot of water. And then some other family stuff, and just a lot going on. So mentally, I think it did try to keep me at an even plane. I definitely had ups and downs, but I think Malachite helped it even out. I don't know that it totally worked, but I think it did help. So health-wise. Now, health ones, remember, don't depend on crystals for all your health stuff. Don't stop medications. Don't stop doing what your doctor says. Keep doing all that. Use crystals to enhance your medications and the advice of your doctors. Very important. Also, I feel like for health concerns, you need more than a month with a crystal. So let me go over the stuff. So Malachite helps with gut problems, indigestion, acidity, and gastric trouble. It treats inflammation, as in asthma, swollen joints, arthritis, and broken bones. I'm on medication for the stomach and asthma stuff that works well. I did need my inhaler more, but that's because I got that stupid cough. So I have no idea if Malachite helped with that at all. with all the coughing I did, I feel like it didn't help, but I probably could have been worse. I don't know that it helped arthritis stuff, really. I don't know. And I had no broken bones, so that was good. Like I said before, though, I really think you need to work with a crystal for more than a month to notice health benefits. I am kind of working on a video. Well, it's going to be a few videos of crystals focusing on certain health related stuff. But I'm still working on, because that's hard. And it's hard. It's really hard to judge. So, in conclusion, I like malachite a lot. I love it for traveling, and I will keep using it in my traveling crystal stuff. So, like I said before, I chose malachite because I'm working with the crystals that I have a lot of from that collection that I bought over last summer, so that I know where to put them when I can finally unpack them. I know that I can put all of my malachite wherever I want. It's all good. Bedroom for nightmares, other rooms for protection, and getting rid of any negative energy, and of course decoration, because it is so pretty. I can't wait to display it. It's just, I don't know, it's green and it's swirly, and it's an amazing crystal, and I really like it. And like I said before, I think I'm going to use it more now. I'll use my black tourmaline as my day-to-day protection crystal, and when there's extra stuff going on and I feel like I need that extra like negativity pulled away, I think I am going to start grabbing my little piece of malachite and use it more. So I'm excited. I really like malachite now. Alright, so for June, I chose fluorite. And these are two of the pieces. Now this is rainbow fluorite. You can see that it's got the different colors. The green, the blues, purples. This one too, well, this one's mostly, oh, there's a little bit of purple. So I guess then it's considered a rainbow. There is a lot of fluorite in that collection. Now I also have purple fluorite and yellow fluorite. And I also have a smaller piece. This is the piece I'm going to carry because I can't find, I've got a smaller piece, and it must be in a manifestation bowl or box or something. I don't know. I can't find it right now. So this will be the piece I start carrying. And I'm going to keep this out just because it's pretty. And like I was saying, I've also got the purple, but my purple is all rough, and I don't want to carry that with my other crystals in my pocket. Now I do have some new little muslin bags coming in soon that will hopefully be better for carrying crystals in my pocket, and I can kind of keep them in separate bags maybe then. We'll see. And then I also want to try the yellow, and I don't know yet. I'm going to see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to carry this piece all month, or I may see how this goes and then switch to the purple or the yellow or whatever. Or I may save the purple and yellow for later months. But I need the majority of that collection is the rainbow fluorite. And I wasn't wanting to do another like greenish crystal after another greenish crystal, but there's a lot of fluorite, and I need to know what I can do with it and how I work with it. And there's a lot of people that love fluorite and work with it. It is UV reactive, I don't know where my black light is. But there's a lot of people that really like fluorite. I've used it for like crystal grids, manifestation bowls and stuff, but I've never really worked with it one-on-one. So, and this is a good palm stone. I like it. I just wish I could find the smaller piece, but I don't know where it is. So anyway, for June, I'll be working with fluorite. It'll be a surprise to me and you next month when I tell you exactly which pieces I worked with. So if you've got any questions about fluorite, put those in the comments so I can watch or get those ready for next month. But if you've got any questions about malachite, put those in the comments too. And I will see you next time.